Hello, my friend. I pray that this finds you well from wherever and whenever you are tuning in. I am tuning in from a park bench on a February day, enjoying the sun in my t shirt. Unheard of in this part of the country at this time of year. It's supposed to be dead in the dead of winter. But anyway, I started off my morning today doing a habit, a discipline, if you will, that I am intentional about inculcating, and that is journaling. And one of the things that I write down specifically every day is the things that I am grateful for from the day before. But today, being the last day of the month, it's February 28th, I did something that I'm working on doing, and that is reflecting on all the journal entries that I made this month. And I have to tell you, my friend, I was shocked. I was shocked at God's kindness to me, God's goodness, God's grace, God's mercy, God's providence over my life. But that only happened because I took the time to notice. You see, we all suffer from blessing blindness. Now, let me explain. That is our natural tendency to notice what is wrong over the myriads of things that are going right. For example, on your commute to work, you might be more prone to notice the one person that cuts in front of you in traffic, and that's something that might bug you the whole day, all the while missing the hundreds of other motorists who drove safely and made for a pleasant driving experience. Maybe in our interactions, say with a family member or friend or co-worker, we might remember the one thing they said that hurt us over maybe the hundreds of things that they have said over time that were positive. We tend to notice what is wrong. And take comfort, my friend, it's not something that's unique to us. I think, for example, of the children of Israel in the Bible that God delivered out of bondage. And while they were taking the journey through the desert to the promised land, they started complaining, so much so that they asked Moses to take them back. They said, man, would at least rather be back in Egypt. At least there we had onions and we had lakes. How ungrateful we can be as human beings. Matter of fact, dial it all the way back to the very first man and woman in the Bible, Adam and Eve. In a moment of blessing blindness, they focused on the one tree that they could not eat from, all the while ignoring the hundreds, maybe thousands, of trees that were freely and abundantly available to them. My friend, I've come to appreciate the truth that the world is not short of God's abundance, it's not short of God's blessings. As somebody aptly put it, there is not scarcity in the world, there is just a scarcity of consciousness. And my friend, I've come to find that our awareness, if you will, our consciousness to God's abundance, to God's blessings, is not automatic. Like any other skill, habit, discipline, it's something that we have to intentionally work on. And I want to challenge you, if maybe gratitude is not a part of your daily practice, will you try as often as you can every day to think about God's kindness over you that day? And maybe even take it a step further, like I do, and write it down. Writing things down has a way of crystallizing them, has a way of creating records to which you can go back to. And maybe at the end of every day, at the end of every week, or as I am doing today, at the end of every month, you can go back and just flip through your journal and be astounded at just how good God has been to you. So, my friend, as we enter into a new month, allow me not to say God bless you, because the truth of the matter is that God already has blessed you. God has already gone before you. In the words of scripture, he already knows the plans that he has for you. He has already set a table before you in the presence of your enemies. He says of every day that it's the day that he has made, and we are to rejoice and be glad in it, because there is goodness already in the day. So maybe instead of saying, may God bless you, maybe let me say, may God give you the grace. Maybe open your eyes to be more aware, more attuned, if you will, to the blessings that will already be present. That's it, my friend. Until next time, take care. Bye.